a different room. I'll explain that as we go. I think my last video was how physical therapy really messed me up, and it did. I think it's been about 2, maybe 3 weeks since I had my first and last physical therapy appointment, and yeah, I'm still down from it. The pain is worse. I'm not having the spasming like I had before, but I'm having the shooting pain down my leg, I think probably worse than I did before I went to the hospital. They had me doing exercises where I laid on my back and bent my knees up and then moved my knees to the left and to the right as much as I can. And when I went to my pain management doctor, which I think was in my last video, he was pretty mad. He said, all that does is grind your spine and twist the herniated disc and inflame it more. And it did, trust me, it did. That physical therapy place had the nerve to call me back yesterday and ask me if I wanted to make my other appointment. I was like, no. Anyway, so back to physical therapy, my pain later. I wanted to talk to you about that pellet stove. I got the pellet stove installed mostly, let me switch arms, because running the whole house heater to heat the whole house was ridiculous because I don't use the whole house. So I was staying in the master bedroom and just heating it. And I was using a little tower heater, I'll give you a picture of it, that guy right there, to heat the master bedroom. And it never shut off. And I thought, if it's not shutting off, you know, what's the sense in having it? It's probably pretty expensive or going to be to run it. So that's why I bought the pellet stove, thinking it would heat that master bedroom better and hopefully cheaper. Well, that wasn't the case, because after I spent $250 on pellets and then ran the pellet stove for about a month and got my PG&E bill, my electric bill, how expensive it was. I was shocked. So I moved into this bedroom, which is the second to the smallest bedroom in my house. And I'm using that to heat the room, and it's doing a pretty good job. And I know that when I was in this room before, which was right after my husband passed away, I just couldn't sleep in the master bedroom. But anyway, I stayed in this room after Danny passed away. And my PG&E bill, my electric bill, in the winter time, running just a little heater like that, was about $50 a month, which was fine. You know, I don't have a problem staying in one room and going out to the bathroom or to the kitchen when I need to. It's not that bad. Anyway, so that's why I'm in this room. Yesterday was a pretty bad day. I don't know what I did. I ended up with a little bit of a sore throat and an earache, and had a horrible headache. And I'm doing better. I think I was in bed all day yesterday and all last night. I think it's about 8 o'clock in the morning right now. I don't know if it's Monday or Tuesday. Let me check here. What is this? Today is Tuesday. So yeah, about 24 hours I did nothing but lay in this bed and try and keep it as dark as possible. Anyway, so I just wanted to give you a little update on myself in that pellet stove. Yeah, so you figure if I spent $250 on pellets and got my electric bill, and it was almost $250, or $150, I'm sorry. I don't think I saved any money at all. I got a pellet stove for sale if anybody's looking, I think. I don't know. I may keep it. I just can't. Logically, it doesn't make sense to keep it, you know. I'll just spend winters in here. Or really what I'd like to do is spend winters in my Trailman or traveling, which I have been working on my trip.
Like I said, I am working on my trip, my next RV trip. And I think what I'm going to do is spend most of it in the Pacific Northwest, Oregon, Washington, just kind of traipsing around up there. Hopefully my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, mother-in-law, daughter, and then Cindy, who lives in Pasco, Washington, won't mind having company for a while. I haven't talked to anybody about this yet because I don't know when I'm leaving. I have to be able to drive. I have to be able to set up the Trailmanor and get in and out of it. So we'll see. But I've been thinking about it, and my plan is to spend my time traveling this time in one area of the United States, and then, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months maybe, depends, could be more, could be less, and then come back here for a while, and then go and do another part of the U.S., and then come back and regroup, and then go out and do another portion of it, instead of traveling. I mean, don't get me wrong, my last trip was great, as much, you know, as much mechanical troubles as I had, and how horrible I thought it was at the time. I still had a great time. I loved it. I loved traveling. It was wonderful. So, forgot where I was going. Oh yeah, so instead of traveling to a whole bunch of places all over the place, is that even centered? I'm going to go to one part of the United States and do my thing, you know, in one area instead of traveling all over. So I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I don't have, again, I don't have a date when I'm going to be leaving because it all just depends on this. I planned on leaving the first part of April, but this is the end of February, middle of February. It's February 20, jeez, I can't even think. February 11th right now. And I don't know, I don't see myself being able to drive in a month. I mean, I can drive right now, but it's so hard. I mean, Merced is at best away from my home. And by the time I get there, I'm ready to get out of the truck. Actually, I'm ready to be home and be back in bed. So, I don't know. February, March, April. Maybe April if I don't go back to physical therapy again. That was pretty bad. I can't believe they had the nerve to call me back. I thought my doctor was going to call him and tell him. But yeah, they messed me up pretty bad. Anyway, so that was just an update. Don't buy a pellet stove. Didn't save me any money. As a matter of fact, long story short, it cost me more money in the long run. And the guy still hasn't come back to finish it. I don't know. He doesn't answer my texts. He doesn't answer my calls. I think I kind of got the short end of the deal on that. I mean, it does warm up the bedroom. And if I was living on something other than Social Security, then yeah, it might not be that bad, but oh well. I got better things to spend my money on than giving it to the PG&E, the electric company. Anyway, so that was just a quick update. I think I'm going to go make myself some breakfast and get a cup of coffee. I know, I drink a lot of coffee. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you. Bye-bye.